feeling 2 weeks in?
I'm excited. 3 weeks in. I feel like time in Greenbrier, just like you never knew what day it was. But I'm really excited. I'm happy with where we're at as a team. The guys are putting in really good work. And I think that, obviously we have a lot more room to improve in certain areas, but where we're at right now, I'm really excited, and I think guys are doing a great job.
Fun to throw to a guy wearing a red jersey.
You saw it? Yeah. No, it's great to have him back out there. I've said this before, he has a certain presence about him anytime he touches the field. And I think the big thing today was also you just saw how excited he was himself to be out there. And, we're in like an ACT style format of a practice, but, he's running all the way down scoring. And, just can't wait for it to be full go when the time comes.
Jaxson, what do you think offensively you guys have done well? And then what do you think that are the things that you need to improve on as well?
I think that we're still continuing to try to find our identity in certain areas, and that's just because not all of our install is in. So you got to continue to put things in, find the things that you're great at as an offense, and you just kind of build those things up. I think that we've excelled in a lot of areas, and I think that it starts up front, and I think that our guys, especially in the run game, have done a really good job. And we're able to have a really good test against our defense day in and day out, which has been really good competitive atmosphere for us to continue to have conversations, continue to improve in certain areas. And I think that the big thing is we have a lot of guys moving around in different spots, and that's been really good because each guy is able to understand the use and the responsibility of each and every spot. So I'm like I said, I'm happy with where we're at, and we just got to continue to take the right steps.
Jaxson, if you go in a year's time from last year's first preseason game till now, and think about how far you've come, how much has changed around you, what in your mindset right now, where are you as a quarterback, and where do you want to be, and what do you want to become?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm way ahead of where I was last year from just an experience standpoint, being able to learn conceptually NFL systems, being able to just have like the leadership, being able to see things through different lenses of different positions just from obviously my experience. So that's what makes me really excited about this year. Is I feel like it's just another opportunity for big growth, and I wouldn't want it with any other coaches than we have right now, as well as any other players in the group that we have. So guys are bought in, guys are really pushing themselves, and you can see it at camp each and every day, and just the environments that we're in. And I think that the development goes for everybody, not just me. I think that the coaches have put a lot on our plate, and we've been able to put a lot of time and effort into it. And I think that every single one of us are developing, and I'm excited to continue on this track.
Jaxson, a lot of times when a player's hurt for a long time, he's sort of out of sight, out of mind. I think there's probably a lot of people that forget how good Malik can be and is. Not that you're one of them, but can you just sort of remind us what he can do on the field?
Yeah, I think that he can change the game at any point and at any time. The ball is in his hand, and there's a chance that it could go for 6. And I think that that's just the type of player that he is. That's the skill sets that he has. So, when you have that on offense, it's game changing. And so, whenever his time's right to be back out there with us, I can't wait for it, certainly. And I know that he's just going to make our team that much better.
The experience in the coaching room, specifically on the offensive side, what's that like in the meeting room when you have so many guys with head coaching, coordinator experience?
I think it's so cool. That, we have as many coaches as we do that have had head coaching experience, and who have done it at such a high level, and who have won Super Bowls, and you get to hear their perspectives, you get to hear their, obviously their coaching each and every day. And I think that alone, I think gives this staff a really good edge for us as a team. And I think that as players, we have all the confidence in the world in them being able to put us in the best spots to succeed. So, day in and day out, you're just trying to be a sponge and learn from them as much as you can. And I think the cool thing is that you can go on each side of the ball, and all all the different areas and learn something with this coaching staff. So I'm definitely really excited about it.
Obviously with Malik,
How would you describe how Nagy wants to call it? Like, is it creative? Is it aggressive? Is it what you've seen working with him? How would you describe what Nagy wants to do with an offense?
Yeah, he's definitely aggressive. He's definitely wanting to create explosive plays, but I think the big thing is he wants to always stay ahead of the sticks. He wants to be moving forward, and that's the big point of emphasis that we have of any negative plays, whether it may be penalties, whether it may be loss of yardage on a run or sacks. He's really big on minimizing those things, and I think that as an offensive coordinator, when you're able to get your players to do that, it definitely helps him feel like he's in control of the game, helps our offense get into a flow. So he understands that every single day, every rep, every team that we're going to go against is independent of its own, and I think that with his experience where he's been, the successes that he's had, even some of the things that he's learned from himself, he's open about it, and I think that gives us as players a lot of confidence and helps us buy into his offense.